All right, welcome back, everyone. And all right. Twitch, Miss Candace. What was I said? I said, oh yeah, I was gonna play the. I'm gonna play the 20s. I've never played the 20s before, so we're gonna play the 20s. And then D will be the fourth one over. E's the fifth one over, and F will be the sixth one over that we're missing. And then G, we're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to start here with that missing one. H will be the next one. I is the next. J is the next. K. And L. And then we're not going to play 7 spots. We're going to play the middle 6 this time. So we're going to go the 3 through 8. So we've got the M, the N, the O, the P, the Q, and the R. And then the S's, we're going to do a 2 and a 3, and a 3 and a 2, because that way we got at least a little bit on each one of the ends. And we're going to play the full row of 20s. Here we go, 21 through 30. We have $100 in the machine. Let's see if we can turn this around. Look at that 40s row. That 40s row was lit up. That's okay. It's going to come around. Oh, the 10 row is decent too. Thank you, Miss Shannon. Appreciate you. Sorry, I accidentally bumped the camera, guys. Come on. Watch it light this whole 20 row up. Oh, look at the 10s. Did you see the 10s? Oh, man. Now I'm like, I should have been on those 10s. Go. One more here. Go. That one. Oh, dude, that's five spots right there. Oh, man, we got 1 5 spot, though. I'm not mad. I'm just really wishing 26 came in. Oh, man, that would have been huge. Look at that. We already got our money back. $250 from the last video and cashing out. Come on, let's go. All right, we got a little cushion in it, and it doesn't feel so bad when you get ahead right away. You know, oh, one more for that. That one right there was our 5 spot. That's okay. It's okay. We can get all kinds of action by just playing something like this, right? And so we're playing a bunch of 5 spots in here. I'm really not expecting to hit all 10 numbers. But if I do happen to hit all 10 numbers, it's awesome. What I'm really aiming for is the 3 different 6-packs in here. That's really what my majority of my pattern is all about. And so I'm aiming for the 3 different 6 spots that are kind of like overlapped. And so if I happen to hit all 6 of those, like let's say the last 6 or the first 6 or the middle 6, then my $1 will turn into $250. So it's a nice 250 to 1. But if I only get 5 out of the 6, I still get $40-something. Whereas if I was to play a 6 spot, you do not make that much money. The 5 out of 6, I think, is what is it? I think it's $3.75 on a nickel. So in the reality, since I'm betting 6 nickels, you'd multiply that by 6, which would be like $20-something, right? So it'd be about half of what it pays for a 5 spot. And now the 4 out of 6 doesn't make sense either, because that is 4 to, I think it's 4 to 1, and the 3 out of 6 is 3 to 1. Come on, two more. Go. Okay, so it really doesn't make a lot of sense we needed that one right there to play 6 spots. And a 6 spot only pays double the amount of the 5 spots. So it's so on a nickel, the 6 spot pays like $80, where the 5 spot pays $40. And the odds of hitting a 6 spot are far worse than a 5 spot. So, but the 7 spot is where it really spikes up. That's why I say 5s and 7s are the best numbers to play, or the best amount of numbers to play. Of course, you can go to like a 4 spot or a 3 spot, but those are like ones you would want to bet bigger and for a shorter period of time to try to make like money, right? It's not one that you play for longevity, something like this, where you play 5s and 7s, where I'm looking to play longer in a session and I have enough money to weather out like the losses, right? Go, 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 go. Two more here. Two more. One more. Oh, yeah. Oh, one more. Go, go, go. Oh, man, we got a 5 here. We got a 5. This one right here was right there. That would have been 6 5 spots or $250 on a $1 bill. I know some of you may already know the logic that I'm saying, but that is the way I play. You really have to have enough money that you're willing to put in, and because of the way I do videos, I don't really stick on patterns long enough sometimes. So you'll see losses where if I was hanging around and I wasn't on camera, and I would sit in the same spot at a low bet, and then once I see it start to turn around, I would increase my bet. And when I hit, I make more money back, right? I've done that many times where, let's say I'm playing my group of 8 and I'm playing all 5 spots in it, and I'm betting $1 and I lose like $100 or $150 without getting a single 5 spot. I will take it and I'll throw another couple $100 in, and I will max bet. Oh man, give me a second. Sorry guys, for some reason I was like choking there. Okay, so after I lose a certain amount of money, I will turn around and I will max bet it with throwing in some more money, because the odds, they're not guaranteed that you're going to hit a 5 spot, but the odds are that you're going to hit a 5 spot, because by playing 25 spots, in the odds of one card hitting a 5 spot is 1,551. So 20 cards takes that to about $75, $77, right? Okay, that one right there. Number 22. Number 22 would have given us the 5. Go. 2 out of 3. Or all 3. Oh, come on. Okay. So basically, when you're playing like 25 spots, on average, every 75 to 77 $1 turns, you should on average hit a 5 spot. So if I go down $100, $150 and I haven't hit a 5 spot, then you see what I'm saying? It's not like you're owed, but in my opinion, your odds have increased of that position hitting a 5 spot. Now, it's not a guaranteed thing, because I've absolutely got 100% wrecked, but more often than not, I will come turn it around and I will hit a 5 spot. And then what I do after I hit the 5 spot, oh, Mr. Reese, is I'll turn around and I'll put my bet back at $1. Because basically, let's say I lost $150, I go max bet and I hit 1 5 spot, I usually win back $160 to $200 of that money that I was down. Now, if let's say it cost me down to $300, I'm only down $100 at that point, but I'll play it at $1 because, it's probably not going to hit back to back. But because of how I stack my 5 spots, a lot of times when I hit a 5 spot, it's not just a single 5 spot. Sometimes when I max bet on the 4, I hit the 6-pack and it pays me $1,000, or I hit like 3 5 spots, or you know what I mean? So I go from being down to being up. Now, sorry guys about the cough. Let's see. Undercover Mario says, "Too bad I'd be out of money after $3." Hey. I understand, Mario. It's not for everybody. Completely understand. Let's see. Reese says, 51 months. Let's go. It wasn't showing you live on your sideboard, on the sidebar. Oh man, one of those two, dude. New Twitch is so garbage. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, dude. But go. One of these two. One of those two. One of those two. Oh, remember the 7 in the corner? We would have just hit it. So that's another one where if you can sit and you can weather the losses long enough, eventually things come around. That's where the RTP comes in, the return to player, right? Because eventually you should win back whenever the RTP is of your bets, if you stay somewhere long enough. Of course, before that or after, if you leave or you change patterns, that RTP completely changes. It goes back to 0. We need 2 out of 3 on the left. It didn't happen. How are you doing today, Mario and Mr. Reese? What's going on, sir? we are in our last segment of the day. Let's see. Undercover Mario says, that's why we have a standing poker game with nickels, dimes, and quarters. Walking away with the $20 at the end is big money. Dude, Mario, I used to have the same thing. Like, gambling doesn't have to be about big money, right? For me, this is the minimum bet in this place for multi-card. So this is why I play this dollar. If I could, I would probably lower the stakes a little, because if you can gamble and lose your money and not really worry about it, it's a whole lot better, right? Like, but it sucks when you can feel the loss. Like, that's not fun with gambling. It has more excitement, but it's not fun. But Keno should be a social game that you just chill with your friends. Like, you play a machine, your friend plays right next to you, you just sit and chat and have a good time, you know, get free drinks on the bar, you know. That's the way to play Keno, guys. All right, give me a second here. Oh. Mr. Reese says, I like watching Vegas Matt because he does the gambles I wish I could. He also lost like 500K this year, which I would rather not lose. Yeah, well, the side of that, Reese, is that he's not losing any money. I mean, he's technically losing money, but all of his sponsors and everything else, dude, if you looked into how much those guys are making, they're not losing any money. They're not losing any money. And the whole thing is that if they weren't gambling how they're gambling because people are used to the way they're gambling, he wouldn't make the money he makes. So it's an investment for him. You know, like if you were getting paid $10,000 to $15,000 a day, you going into the casino and losing $10,000 is not a big deal, right? Because that's an investment for you to make the $5,000. You know, that's how those guys work. And I don't know what some of their sponsors pay, but their YouTube revenue alone pretty much covers their gambling and more. Because I looked into it. All right, well, we're back down to 118. We started with 100 on this one. Come on, we need to turn this around. We need to hit some more fives here. We did pick the 2 column or the 20 column. Yeah, it is a ton of work. I mean, there is a lot that people don't get to see behind the scenes of how much actually goes into doing this. Because it's not just playing and recording. You know, there's a lot more beyond it, and I don't really want to elaborate on it, but there are a lot of videos and people who put content out there that do it. You know, a lot of you guys know me, like I've been putting out content for like 6 years, and I just started into Keno because the game that I played, like, you know, the publishers pulled it, and, you know, it was terrible. It you know, it's like it really took the whole wind out of my sail, you know, wanting to create anymore. Let's see. Like, I don't think so, pal. Let's see. Mario says, the ones that used to kill me was when my ex worked at a gambling parlor and people would put 5K in machine and then celebrate walking out with 1K like they just won. Yeah, that's true, Mario. Yeah, I mean, they didn't win. I mean, if somebody could put $5,000 in something, they probably can afford to lose $5,000. So, you know, to them, walking out with 1,000 is a win. Because they normally walk out with 0, you know? Let's see, Reese says, Gambling Addiction 101. Oh my gosh, I won the grand for 10K, but they don't mention the 105K they had to put in to get it. Oh, Reese, that is one of my biggest, you know, my biggest complaints with channels who don't post all of their sessions. Like, I do. I put out all of my content. I put out all of my sessions. Except for yesterday, as I was packing up my bag, I threw in my free play. I max bet it, and I ended up winning all my money back. So I can't complain, right? But it was one of those things I wish I had recorded, but I didn't put out a video showing you I won. You know, like saying, "Oh, I only put in 100 and I cashed out 5,000." You know, when I put in $5,000 before I put in that 100. You know what I mean? And I'm really down money, and nobody sees that. You know, like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Win or losses, I'm going to be honest all along. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Chig Chat. All right, we need to get another 5 spot. We haven't done that. But when I watch content like that, I cannot relate, you know, because there's nobody I know that's ever walked into a casino and won every time they've walked in. Casinos wouldn't exist if that's literally how it was. Now I'm sure there's people out there who love seeing losses with wins. You can't. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Reese says no video, no proof. That's true. Mario says yes. So I did take a picture, or Sonny took a picture yesterday of the credits, and posted it literally like minutes, like within 4 or 5 minutes of the time we ended stream. Let's see. Mario says, yeah, some people only show the wins, and that's a slippery slope for people without self-control or knowledge of that stuff. Yeah. Oh, dude, that 5 doesn't match because we did the first 6 and the second 6. That one kind of sucked. Okay, go. This one or that one? Go. Oh, no. Oh, man, look at that. 7 out of 8 right here. Dang, man. Yeah, and Reese says, most people who brag while gambling are broke. I can't say that. I can say that I grew up with a lot of people who would always make the claim that every time they went to the casino, they won money. And every time I joined them at the casino, they never won money. And it really opened my eyes, you know, because it's, you know, you always want to just tell the story of all the wins, but, you know, you're missing the losses in there too. Yeah, most people who tell you how to gamble are broke. The smart gambler just gives hints. Well, smart gamblers, in my opinion, are those who walk away when they're ahead and don't give the money back. They take... So here's one of the things that I think a lot of gamblers make mistakes of, and sometimes it pays off big, and most of the time it doesn't. So let's say you're normally a guy who bets $1, right? And let's say you hit something for $500, and you're like, oh man, I got $500, and then you know what you do? The person raises their bet to like $5 instead of $1, and they lose the $500. You increase your volatility, even way beyond. So if you make, typically, in my opinion, if you double your money, you should 100% walk away or change whatever you're doing. If you're playing the patterns around, you might want to change your patterns. But the one thing you don't want to do is increase your bet unless that bet is within your normal bet range. Because what you're going to do is, though, you know, it's so easy to lose. You lose a lot more than you win. And if you always lose when you're betting big and you always win when you're betting small, all those peaks and valleys are reduced. You know, now you're not necessarily more likely to win, but you're going to have more chances at winning, because 500 $1 spins is 500 chances at winning, where 100 $5 spins is less chances at winning. Now, granted, you probably won't win as much, but that's the whole thing, is you've reduced your luck to 100 spins instead of 500 spins. And a lot of people will do that. They will literally just stack it like that and push it. And I've seen people hit it when they increase their bets, but most of the time you will lose, right? Because how many times do you put a lot of money into a machine and never hit anything? So take your money, make sure you put another limit on the next machine, and don't give it all back right away. Come on, two more, come on, go. Oh man, we needed that one or either of those two right there. Man, we're losing $27. We were up a little bit. Let's see. Reese says, looks like the jackpot is $10 million. I'll throw 100K to waste on Keno if I win it. Whoa, Reese, you're gonna win the lottery jackpot. Good luck at your $10 million. I mean, if you win $10 million, you just got to come move to Vegas, right? And just gamble like a couple $100 a day, and you'll never worry about money. You don't have to bet big to have fun gambling. You know, the excitement of winning is there, but the thing is I'll tell you one thing though. Once you win a big jackpot, and you feel that joy of winning a jackpot, it's a chase that you always want to chase again, right? I think this is where gamblers get addicted, is because they'll hit something really big and they want to chase that feeling of winning something big again. And the chances, and so you are willing to risk a lot to get that same feeling again. Just take it for what it is, cash out, and just put a little bit of money back in. You know, keep that feeling happening, and let time and luck make that jackpot happen again. And you can't force winning. Like, there's no such thing as forcing winning in gambling. Man, we're down $42. Come on, man. We need this 20s column to turn around, Reese. We need it to turn around, buddy. Double or nothing hand of blackjack it is. Yeah. You have a better chance of doing that. You 100% have a better chance of that. 1 and 2, 1 and 4, 1 and 8. You know, the chances of winning 1 in a row, 2 in a row, 3 in a row. You know, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that the odds are more difficult. Ooh. Keno King got 5 of the wolves on Wolf Peak Keno. Oh, how about bottom left one? Oh, I picked a terrible one. I got a 6-timeser. Okay, come on, get the 25. There, nice. You got the 25. Wolf Peak Keno, yes. No, Wolf Peak Keno is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool, but it's really frustrating when you get into the bonus. Mr. Bush, how are you? You get into the bonus, you hit the dream catchers, and your bonus goes away so fast, and you don't win anything on it. But you could probably, like, spin forever if you were lucky enough. Go, come on. All right. Well, we're either going to 0 or we're making money. Yeah, Wolf Peak has a bonus, Reese. So there's those random wolves that appear on the Keno. So you pick your spots, and then 5 random wolves, or you could specify where they are. If you hit 4 out of 5, you get a certain bonus where I think you get to pick like 5. You get to pick 5 multipliers, basically. And if you get 5 out of 5, you get to pick 10 multipliers, and the multipliers are bigger. So you basically get unlimited free spins until you hit all of your dream catchers. So as long as you don't hit the dream catchers, you can keep going, and each of those are multipliers on your wins. Come on, Keno King. Dude. Yeah, 20. Come on. Either end. No! Man, we had such a chance. Wolf Peak is brutal. The Keno or the game itself? Wolf Peak Keno is the payouts are really low because of the bonus. And you're really playing for the bonus. Yeah, I've never won on Wolf Peak regular. the Wolf Run Gold or whatever, I think is the best Wolf Run or Wolf Peak or Wolf whatever. But the Wolf Peak, I've gotten wrecked every time I played. All right, we're at 38 bucks. Mario says, "All right, homie, I'm gonna go back to gambling with my rank on Valorant." Good luck, Mario. I hope you increase. I hope you increase your rank. Just stay focused, man. Stay focused. And if you're streaming later, did you? Oh, 600 quarters. Hell yeah, dude. 20,000 on 25. Damn, 4 out of 6 on the 25 times multiplier he got. That's not bad, dude. He just hit 150 bucks. Yeah, that's pretty good. He hit 150 bucks on that. Maybe one day Riot will give free drinks like the casino. maybe. All right, we're down to 30. I think we should have just taken our early hits and just said, you know what, we out of here. But we're still giving this a go. Come on, we can turn this around. Just takes one spin. We need some numbers though, Mr. Reese, and thank you for stopping in, Mario. Appreciate it, man. Ah, man, this is our last session. We either go 0 or we make money. Look at the 10 column, dude. I was seriously thinking about that 10 column too, man. I mean, it would have hit many times. So in the last video, I said, do I pick the 10, the 20, the 40, or the 60? And I ended up picking the 20s. Yeah, good luck, Mario. Good luck. Come on, we can do this. Come on. Light those 4 up. Light those 4 up for 250 bucks. Damn, that was a 5 spot in that area. This is the area that closed out yesterday. Come on. We need some luck. We're at 1995.
Good year.
Yeah, it was a good year. Come on, we need a lot of dings. We're not getting our dings. This 20 row was so far hasn't been the solution. We started off hot. We hit 2 5s, and then we just watched it go away. Maybe I should have just taken that, moved it to the 10 column. Maybe that would have been the plan. Whatever. Thinking about that can drive you absolutely bonkers in the Keno. All right, 15 more, and then unless we hit something, guys, come on. We had one winning video in today's recording, and we ended up, so with this, we'll end up down 150 on the day, Reese. Any other plans for what? For today? When I get home, I will start cutting and editing the videos. And while I'm doing that, I'll probably be watching other content creators. Come on, 2 in the middle. 2 in the middle. That's most likely what I would be doing. Why? What's going on with you? What do you got going on? Come on. 2 more there. Come on. Really? All those numbers, and you just couldn't put them in there. Look at this 60 column, man. The 60 column was looking fantastic. This 20. Give us some money back. Give us one more in there. We needed the end there. All right, $6 left. Can we turn it around? Can we turn it around? Uh-oh. I think we're just about done. We're coming down to the finale. We hit something, of course. What it is the last dollar here. It didn't work out. Well, you never know what happens in the game of Keno. You win some, you lose some. Overall, We only ended up down 150 for the entire day. That's not too bad. Yesterday we ended up 100 because of what we did afterwards. And so we're only down $50 for the weekend. That's really not too bad. And we got to play about 5 hours of Keno. Down $50. That's not too bad. Honestly, not too bad. Imagine how much you could drink in 5 hours. It's a lot of drinks. But those of you out there on YouTube, if you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you on the next video.